This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Thursday. Say shotgun.
It changes and
It changed.
each syllable just gets
It
cut.
just gets shorter and
Yes,
shorter.
I love
just like
it.
my scripts, I take more and more out. Erica, you look like you don't belong on this set.
I know.
You are
Why?
very much
Fabulous.
more
Yeah, you.
bursting with
Yes.
starburst colors than us.
I do feel a little starbursty.
Very
Yes.
Trapper Keeper-esque.
Trapper keeper.
Remember
I miss a
Trapper
good
Keepers?
Trapper
They had all
Keeper.
that.
I would put it like on my hip. Yeah.
stuff.
Now
and then you'd be like, I love
Now
Stacey.
it's very sad.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, now it's your
Stacey,
phone.
huh?
Well, it's sad that you can, because we did this for so long. Now I'm in Pilates. Like, can I correct this side? Because I need to balance the hips.
Well, you look good. Whatever you're doing, you look good. All right,
Thank you.
welcome to DBL. Let's get to it. Dean McDermott is revealing what led to his split with Tori Spelling. There's some good reasons in here. Dean gave a bombshell interview to the Daily Mail and revealed he's been in and out of AA for 30 years due to his addiction to alcohol and drugs. He said his alcoholism led to rage-filled arguments with Tori. He said he'd pass out and Tori would have to check on him to make sure he was still alive. Dean, who shares 5 kids with Tori, also said he was so low he just wanted to die. In an interview, he said, quote, "All Tori's ever done to this day is want me to be happy and healthy, and I inflicted a lot of damage and pain onto that woman. I'm taking accountability for that today, and it's the biggest amends that I'm ever going to have to make." He also revealed he and Tori haven't slept in the same bed
Wow.
since 2017. You're gonna know why. Well, the picture ruined it. Because Tori brought multiple dogs and a pig into their bedroom. There was also a chicken in the bathroom. I might have to have a couple drinks to go to bed with all that going
We
on.
might have to just, even worst case scenario, flip them out. Put the pig in the bathroom. Yeah, the pig.
Let's
The
not
pig.
put this on her, though, you guys. Let's
No,
not.
okay,
The
let's-
reason,
that was a little fun. We'll
the
talk-
reason why she may have a circus in her bed is because of
It's
the
a
fact
zoo. It's a zoo.
Okay, thank you. In her bed is because of the fact that this woman has been dealing with a severe alcoholic for a lot of years. I give Dean McDermott a lot of credit for taking ownership finally. That's definitely part of the 12-step program, and I hope that he is in recovery, and that is the first step. Good on him, but it doesn't take away from all the pain and suffering it has inflicted on her and the children. So
That's very fair, and I think that's a point that needs to be made. However, is it possible that they both could be in the wrong in some capacity?
Of course.
Now, this could be a very extreme reaction on her part to bring all of these animals into the bed, but the idea of this being done seems very problematic to me as well. So I get the alcoholism part and the detriment that it has on the entire family, but bringing those types of animals into your, it's just not.
maybe she was lonely, though. I mean, you're not going to want an alcoholic sleeping next
Get a
to you.
divorce.
Or they have 5
could get-
kids.
That's
I-
not healthy for the kids and
I
stuff.
agree.
And
I
I think people who have a pig, and I understand they're great pets and all that, it's kind of just like, look at me. I have a pig as a pet. You know, like, it's attention on you, not the pig. It's not
Right.
because you're lonely.
Right.
It's because you need attention.
Right.
There's a chicken in the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Get a divorce.
I don't think it's so easy to get a divorce, though, and this is coming from someone who's done
There
a lot
is
of.
if there's farm animals in your house. It's pretty easy.
I'm not going to go about the farm animals because, again, I think that's a symptom of a much bigger problem within their marriage.
And you're sensitive to this because you've often talked about being in Al-Anon, and that's, please tell people.
Well, I'm not only have I done a lot of Al-Anon, but I'm also in another program called ACA, and I don't want to make this about me, but I do know that a lot of times when you're in an alcoholic or an abuse-ridden relationship, one person is a codependent from trauma from their own childhood,
Right.
and they often get paired with an addict. So
That's
it's not so easy to just get a divorce because both people are sick.
Yeah.
And until you realize that both are sick and both are not complementing one another and they're both enabling one another, you're not even aware that there's other options. So I just want to put that out there because I know there's probably a lot of people watching right now that are dealing with this in their own home. And the only thing I can offer is get into ACA, get into Al-Anon, get into AA, and those are the steps that will hopefully heal you and your family.
I'll say this really quickly before we move on. This story is super interesting to me because on its surface, it's both kind of silly and very serious. But even though we're dealing with celebrities, I feel like both of these issues, the animals and where they rank in the hierarchy in terms of the house, in terms of sleeping in the bed, in terms of eating food. That's a conversation that a lot of couples are going to have because people's relationships with their dogs specifically is really intimate. And I think there's a lot of people that their dog is the deal breaker and they will let the guy go.
Oh, yeah.
Or let the girl go over their dog.
But again, I think that's a symptom of something else. Yeah, I'm not saying it's healthy. I just think that's a symptom of something else.
And I also think substance abuse, the serious part of this, is something that is rampant in our society, but it's so kind of normalized. It's wine o'clock and we're having a bottle on the thing. You can get beer at a kid's bowling party.
Everywhere.
You can get alcohol everywhere, and so it doesn't look like you're doing drugs, but it is in the same category of drugs. If you look at a lot of people that messed up their lives, I guarantee you it's probably booze that has something to do with it. Yeah. Says the guy that hadn't had a drink since 2019.
Proud of you.
Both are serious and kind of silly at the same time, but both need to be addressed because they both tear your relationship apart.
Agreed.
I'm proud of you. I'm going to get you some farm animals.
There we go. All right. Smaller pig, though, please.
Yeah, maybe a little mini horse. It's good for the spirit. All right. So NSYNC reunited, and it felt so good for the Trolls Band Together movie premiere in L.A. Justin Timberlake and the rest of the band showed up in style after they released their new song, Better Place, on the film's soundtrack. Look at those cuties looking good up there, huh? Justin posed on the purple carpet with his wife, Jessica Biel. It's the first time they've been seen together publicly since Britney Spears dropped her memoir. In it, she claimed, if you guys need a little recap, she had an abortion while dating Justin and talked about how they were both unfaithful in the relationship. It's had to be tough, like you get a big moment, you're kind of stepping back out with your old band, it's your moment to shine, and all the questions are about Britney Spears' memoir that happened 25 years ago.
Yeah, well, I feel like he skated. For somebody, if I leaned over and ripped the shirt off of one of my two sisters over here, and DBL called it a wardrobe malfunction,
right?
Y'all wouldn't know me. I don't know how he got past that in the public scrutiny that's around that. He got caught holding the hands with that young woman on the balcony. He skated past that.
And outing that he had sex with Britney Spears when she was really young
to
a lot of different people publicly.
It's just interesting. He's gotten by. So I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't complain. Erica?
Wow.
No, I mean.
You guys stuck up for farm animals in the house. Justin Timberlake put him out with the pigs.
No,
Bring the pigs inside and put Justin Timberlake out there.
But I would like to hear him more. I would like to hear him say what I did to Janet was wrong. What I did to Britney was wrong.
You don't think the Janet thing was premeditated?
No.
Yes. Even if it was, why did he let her take the fall?
He shouldn't have. But the whole thing was premeditated. He didn't just rip her clothes off.
I think Sam's point is the issue.
Yes.
And I think Al has a great point because the chickens will come home to roost. This is
I like your analogy. Yeah.
Well, they will, and this is when it's happening. But luckily for him, he's an adult and he should be able to deal with it better than if it happened when he was in his early 20s.
Right. Full circle. I love it. We'll be right back.
Chickens come home.
I don't know what's up with Jeff.
Right.
Oh yeah, we'll get talking. Is it on?
What is it? Not KTL.
We good, Africa? Oh, we're on? Mm-hmm. Okay, so my thing was, the only reason I thought it was premeditated is because she had that cover around her nipple, right?
Yeah.
Could you say that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. I mean, it's just...
That's the only reason why I feel like because it was, but I agree with Erica. The aftermath was what I don't agree with.
Right, it was just such a weird...
trying to make a joke, Jody, when I have to repeat it. He said I'm looking back.
Well, yeah, that was the thing with...
Like, he didn't be like, hey, that was choreographed. We didn't mean for it to come out like that. Nobody should take the heat for that.
It was such a strange thing that, like, there was such radio silence from both parties.
What is this, Travis?
At that point, obviously, Justin Timberlake was the much bigger of the two stars. Yeah. And at that point in his career, they both had so much goodwill if they had come out and said that. I got something. Here's what we were trying to do. Here's what it looked like in practice. Showed the video of that. And then, like I was saying, if they showed the video in practice and rehearsals, and be like, this is what we're supposed to do, but I reached and my finger caught Jeff's lapel and it pulled that. everybody be like, okay.
Or thoughts.
Right. The fact that it just sat there for a decade.
And Janet kind of took the heat for it.
Yeah, she
I
was
would have been like,
banned.
Yeah, I would have definitely stood up and said, like, man, we practiced this, it went wrong, we didn't mean to offend anybody. That's why we had a cover on it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think there would have been an easier way out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you have to understand, like where Justin was in his career, especially at that point. Like in terms of like the nightlife, like all his songs were going, he was so popular. I think it would have been nothing to get past that.
And especially, it wasn't this time. You know what I mean? That time you could get away with anything.
Yeah, he could have just said it. No one would even think.
Welcome back. Travis and Jason Kelce's Christmas song has shot to #1 on the iTunes chart. Travis lent his vocals to the song Fairy Tale of Philadelphia for the annual Christmas album Jason puts out together with his fellow Eagles players. Not only is Travis venturing into music, but now it looks like Taylor will be bringing her parents to watch Travis play football this Sunday. They're actually playing the Eagles Super Bowl rematch. Going to be a great game. Yeah. Andrea and Scott Swift have been by their daughter's side during her Eras tour. Now it looks like they will also be meeting Travis's parents, Donna and Ed Kelce. So I hope we get a little football in that football game because it's going to be a great game. But Al, I saw this clip on Instagram this morning, and it was your inner voice, but it was Morgan Freeman, so it's even a better narrator.
I want him to be my inner voice.
You got to hear what Morgan Freeman said about Travis Kelce. Let's watch.
What are you thinking, Morgan Freeman, about this?
I don't think about them at all.
I love the way you delivered that in that iconic Morgan Freeman voice.
All you care about is the touchdowns and wins. Yeah, he's winning.
Can we get that clip, Steve? I don't think about them at all. Just every time this comes up and Al's going to speak.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Erica, he started that sentence and didn't know what it was going to end with. I don't think about them at all. Eric, what did you think? There were just so many older black men in my life that I channeled when I saw that.
There's so many times where Morgan Freeman, he doesn't speak out publicly a lot, but I'm just like, that's my dad. Like, that's totally my. You think I sitting at home thinking about them? I ain't thinking about them. You think about them? You should be thinking about something else. But also, one of my favorites, Issa Rae was on Watch What Happens Live, and Travis and Taylor came up. So this is what she had to say.
Do you give a damn about these showmance between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
Absolutely not. Never cared about anything less.
Never cared about anything less.
Gosh, girl. Her face. Yeah, I could see that. You know, Issa Rae famously, like, I'm here for everybody black. I'm cheering for everybody black. Yeah, that's not on Issa Rae's brand. Now, Sherry, it makes sense she was seriously into it because that's what she talks about, hot topics and all the stuff on the show. So I like the juxtaposition there.
There is going to come a time, and we've all said this, where it's going to be, and if it hasn't already, overexposure.
Oh.
It already is. And
I don't know.
No?
Her fans are so crazy. Crazy
what about
about
the rest
her.
of the world?
It doesn't matter.
People are getting tired of it.
I think the non-fans are. I think her fans are eating it up.
Well, luckily, we're out of time. Coming up on DBL, actor Mark Harmon is talking about his new book about a real NCIS agent. That's next. Welcome back. He was the stoic special agent on NCIS for nearly 2 decades, and now he's taking on a new passion project with his wartime novel. Earlier, we spoke with Mark Harmon. Check it out.
Please welcome to the show, Mark Harmon.
Yes.
Morning.
Mark, so good to see you. Let's jump right in here. You went from playing an NCIS agent to writing about one. Here it is. What made you want to create your own story?
I never wanted to create my own story. I am an actor who was trying to research a part 20 years ago. There wasn't much information on NCIS anywhere to be found, and I was fortunate enough to meet real agents and then work every day for 20 years with Leon Carroll, who was so important to have on the set every day, and someone that I paid a lot of attention to and trying to get things right as an actor. So to now be venturing into this area and trying to reveal the real story of NCIS, where it came from, focusing on a man like Douglas Wada, who had a very specific skill set at a very specific time to do a very specific job quietly. It just made sense that this would be the place to start. And we always talked about how important the real was versus the TV show, and they're very different. But this was an interesting experience and a good one.
I love the backstory, but Mark, you did a ton of research to write this book. Did anything that you discovered surprise you?
You know what? It's all been surprising to me. This entire venture of my life in the last 20 years in doing this TV show, I think opened the doors for something like this. Do I have a burning desire, or did I ever have a burning desire to be an author? No. But I do have great respect for Leon Carroll, and he's earned that with me over 20 years. And the men and women of this agency who do a very quiet job and do it very well. It's been so interesting to me to talk to some of these people and ask them questions that they've never been asked, and they have an opportunity to tell you. So that's been fun, and this book is the result of that. So if people like it, then I'm thrilled. But this has been only educational for me, and I've learned a lot.
Your character, just going back a little bit, Leroy Jethro Gibbs, left NCIS in the 19th season. My mother, who's been very ill, the only constant anchor Judy has had is Gibbs. Even when she can't say our name, she knows your name. So thank you. I'm not kidding. What has been the hardest part of leaving a show you were on for so long, other than losing a Judy?
Well, listen, honestly, hearing a story like that, because you realize that it crosses over. You realize that a fictional character or a fictional TV show can have an impact on someone's real life.
Yeah.
And even if it's just about meeting on a Tuesday night and getting in front of the TV set and watching as a family, that's something that weighs on you, or you take responsibility in, or at least I did. This story originally, was based on real cases. And then as you develop a TV show, things change, and that's what happens. Lives change, people change, showrunners change, writers change, actors change, all that. I think the result of that is someone like me saying, you know what drew me to this in the beginning were these people who did this job very quietly. And the overview of that is that no one ever asked them because they couldn't talk about it. That's how they did their job and did it well. But to be able to expose the work that these people did and also throw a bit of a focus back on an investigator like Douglas Wada, there was nobody doing this job at that time, and no one that could have done it other than him.
Quickly, Mark, before we go, now that the actor strike is over, are you currently filming Summer School Part 2?
Yes.
No, can we expect to see anything soon?
Listen, no. The answer to that is no. But in my mind, it's got to have Carl Reiner attached. There was nobody like him, and I miss him greatly. And what a gift he was to have an opportunity to know and work with. But I'm still waiting to see what the points of this deal are. I know it has to be ratified, and I'm hopeful that happens. The strike has been tough on many people, a lot of them not actors, and I'm respectful of that. And And I want it to end and people to get back to work, and then we can all smile a little easier.
That would be good. Mark, thank you so much for joining us. DBL Nation, you can get Mark's book, Ghosts of Honolulu. It is wherever books are sold. Thanks again so much. We'll be right back.
Looking great, buddy.
Thanks, Mark.
Appreciate you.
This November, Sandals is giving thanks with an all-inclusive vacation giveaway to Sandals Resorts. Watch DBL every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night escape for 2 to any Sandals resort of your choice. The winner will be announced on DBL November 22nd. Today's Sandals word of the day is turtle.
Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out.
Steph, let us know what we're shopping for today.
Hey Tori, hey DBL Nation. I am so excited to show you all of our treats today. Come shopping with me and check everything out. First up, we've got the Phase 2 Energy Power Block 500 watt portable power station.
That looks very, very fancy.
So this deal includes one battery generator. Now this is going to come in handy whenever there's a power outage caused by weather or other emergencies. So normally this is $400. We've got it for just $149. $149.99.
Wow.
That's saving 63%. Now, this is something I'll prepare for. A handbag with every outfit. It's the Alexis Bendel Satchel handbag. This deal includes one tote. We've got it in these gorgeous 4 colors.
Cute.
It's got a removable handle, so you can wear it on your shoulder or you can carry it as a handbag. Normally it's $70. Tori, we've got it for $17.99. That's saving 83%. Oh, and now this is also fabulous for this time of the year. We've got the Chefman cordless immersion blender. This doorbuster deal includes one immersion blender with a blade guard. Now this immersion blender has thousands of 5-star reviews, and in order for everyone to get their hands on one of these, there is a limit. It's 3 per customer. Normally it's $60.
Okay.
We've got it for $25. That's saving 58%. And then last up today, Tori, we've got the Cuisinart Advantage 5-piece animal print knife.
Ow.
Black handles.
Whoa.
This deal includes one paring knife, one santoku knife, one slicing knife, one serrated utility knife, and one chef's knife.
Whoa.
Each comes with a matching blade guard, but this knife holder is not included. Normally they are $56, pretty pricey, but we've got it just for $14. That's saving 75%.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can even scan the QR code on screen to take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph.
What were you guys talking about?
I'm talking about a crazy docuseries on Netflix called Twin Flames. Watch it.
So you're part of that cult?
Heck no. Watch it. It is eye-opening. I am
sound like somebody in a cult.
Although y'all are, you and your husband would be what I would consider twin flames.
No, I thought you were going to say a cult.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.